I remember for a long time, I've been the kind of person who always was too polite, never saying anything that might ruffle someone's feathers, always suppressing my real thoughts, my real emotions in the situations. But then, behind the doors, I felt unheard. I felt very, very bad about this. So my friend told me, yeah, but you have to express yourself. You have to boldly say what you think. And I thought, yeah, okay, let's do this. For few weeks, I think it was, I was so blunt. I was so bold with saying what I think, what I feel. I didn't care what others feel in this moment. And I've noticed that by being this way, I've actually damaged the relationships. I actually, most of the time, burned some bridges because I didn't care about other people, feelings and emotions and thoughts. I was expressing myself, okay? However, then I thought, I don't like any of those approaches. Can it be like third one? The sweet spot where I can be open, honest, bold, but at the same time kind, empathetic. And yes, the answer is yes. There is something like that. You can't be like this. Think about the situation when you last time just hold your back without saying what you feel, what you actually feel, or expressing yourself. How did you feel in this moment? Or after that? Have you ever regret how did you say something? This happened to me many times. Especially in the kind of like heat situations when the pressure is to just say straight away something, when the emotions go high. That's okay. That's normal. However, what will you change? If you have chance to do something differently, will you change it? The way you say it, not what you say, but the way you say it. Being shameless, being bold, speaking your truth doesn't mean that you disregard other person, that you're heartless. It means that you have the courage in yourself to say what you feel, say what you think, without tearing others down. And this is a very important point, because you have to be confident, but have this balance as well. You have to be bold, express yourself boldly, but at the same time, build the trust with the other person. The thing is that people will most likely don't remember what you say, but how you make them feel by what you say. So practically how you can do this. Have that kind of 3-second rule, let's call it this way. Before you actually respond, take a pause. It doesn't have to be literally 3 seconds, but take a pause, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this what I want to say? Adding something to the conversation? If yes, go ahead. If not, rethink your approach. That's it. Flip the script. So if you're about to say something blunt, rephrase it as if you were on the receiving end, as if you were talking to yourself. And then think, will you listen to that or will you shut down? Maybe you will start to feeling offended and attack the other person. Again, adjust your thinking, adjust whatever you want to say. Have that kind of golden bridge rule. When you disregard with something, because that's a normal thing, to disregard or disagree with something actually, don't just say, oh, you're wrong. No, that's wrong. Instead, find one thing that you agree or maybe you appreciate whatever the opponent or person you're talking with is presenting, and then say whatever you want to convey. I think that's the word. Whatever you want to say to this person. For example, I see what you think and I agree with this or that, and I used to believe the same, for example, but here's what changed my mind. It's just shifting the way you're speaking. That's it. Be curious. Instead of assuming anything, be curious. If someone says something that you disagree, again, instead of just jumping, oh, you're wrong, that's wrong. Just ask, what makes you feel this way? What makes you think this way? Be curious why this person is saying this thing, or why is it saying in this way? Because this actually opens door to having that kind of real conversation instead of having a debate or argument. Be honest. Be honest with your solutions, or match your honesty with your solutions. If you are giving tough feedback, don't just drop the truth bomb. Don't just bluntly say whatever you want and walk away. Offer a way forward. For example, I think this can be improved by doing this, or XYZ. What do you think? Simple as that. And again, have that kind of pause, because silence is a very powerful move. So before speak, think if this is actually required, if this thought you have needs to be spoken out loud or spoken immediately. Sometimes the most impactful things you can do is just to pause, let yourself breathe before actually you respond. So again, we're going back to that 3 seconds rule. Just take that pause. It's very important. This silence, this moment of silence is a very important thing. And as an exercise, during next week, try this out. So whenever you feel that you have to respond straight away, bluntly, or you need to just keep quiet, think about this and speak with compassion, empathy, as well with honesty and boldness. Try this out, because your voice matters. This is very important. But also, it's important to listen to other people. So, try this out. Let me know in comments how it goes. From this place, as always, I wish you many blessings.